After I attended PBR or professional bull riding this past weekend, I noticed a lot of how they do their sponsorship activation. So some of their main sponsors are Ford, Wrangler, Kawasaki, Boot Barn, and Stanley, which all makes sense because they're like outdoorsy, tough brands. For example, like Built Ford Tough. And for the most part, I think that they do a decent job of activating their sponsors, but it definitely could use improved. It was a little strange because they seemed to do like commercial breaks almost. So they would have five or so riders ride the bulls, and then there would be a break and a commercial would come up on the big screen, which I feel like that's an ineffective way to activate your sponsors because a lot of people zone out during commercials. When people are at home watching TV, people get on their phones during commercial breaks. They don't pay attention during that time. So I think a better way to activate sponsors would be to do giveaways. They did do giveaways a few times throughout. They gave maybe one or two people a pair of boots and one or two people a few other small things. But I think that if they were to make a lot of one small thing with the sponsor's logo or company name on it, that would be more effective. For example, a koozie or a bottle opener or something like that, because a lot of people are there drinking and having fun. It would be one thing that they can hand out to a lot of people and it would reach a larger crowd. Another option would be to get more of the fans engaged and interacted with throughout the event. So at one point they did do one game where they brought two people down onto the course and they did an event that was sponsored by Ford, which was good, but it only engaged those two fans. The rest of the crowd zoned out during that time. I think that if they did more of those events throughout the PBR event, more people would be engaged and more people would recognize who the sponsors are, and once they leave the event, they would have a memory and be like, oh yeah, Ford has sponsored this event that I did with him, or oh yeah, I got this koozie from Boot Barn. I think that if they do either of these things, they will be able to better activate their sponsors.